Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this session of Spiritually Conscious Soul 101, I'd like to talk about the old and the new earth concept. But before I get into that, let me first talk about where we need to go in order to gain a greater perspective of our consciousness evolution. It is a journey deep into the inner being. Yes, you heard that correctly. The information you seek does not lie outside of yourself, but deep within the universe of the inner self. It is possible that confirmation of many of the truths will come from outside, but the real supply of raw, unadulterated, factual information can only be found deep within your inner being. And it may be accessed in different ways. Through hypnosis and past life regression, making contact with your subconscious mind. For this, you would need the services of a quantum healing hypnosis technique practitioner. Another avenue is to record your dreams. Dreams will sometimes contain certain information pertinent to our quest. If anything, the dreams will at least tell you about yourself, your struggles, your aspirations, and your fears. To better plumb our consciousness evolution, it is vital to understand that the state of an evolving consciousness is related to a soul's vibration and frequency status. That status corresponds to the density within which we live, move, and have our being. That is, if you are a third density being, you're also living in a third density world, a world that is a projection of a false reality. This projected illusion is the offspring of the first to third density levels of the universal density octave. It is said that the earth within the projected illusion is the most efficacious terrain for soul growth, the best and quickest means of balancing karma for the purpose of eventually escaping the wheel of reincarnation, and thereby facilitating progress to higher dimensions and densities. Some of the explanations already given in previous videos with regard to the vibrational and functional aspects of densities will require some further elucidation in order to present a useful picture of the old and the new earths, that is, relative to their particular timelines. The poignant question is, are they two different planets, each with a separate identity, or are they the same planet traversing densities within the same progressive timeline? In essence, the answers to both these questions carry an equal amount of validity. The law of one alludes to a new earth through a question posed to Ra by the questioner. Ra's explanation reveals the old earth's progress timeline that starts with the planet's initial creation 4.5 billion years ago and follows the slow progression of the first and second densities up to the time when extraterrestrials intervened and tinkered with the top line of second density entities, the hominids, turning them into the initial third density humans, and thus elevating Gaia to a third density status. Ra answers the question by alluding to the need for the questioner to see 7 earths, each relative to the 7 densities of the octave. Densities 1 through to 4 equate to the colors of the light spectrum, that is, red, orange, yellow, and green. The colors blue and indigo are inclusive of the 4th density transitory nature, as the old earth conditions begin to change and make the planet uninhabitable. At some stage during this final period of the 3rd to the 4th density transition, the earth's inhabitants will be translated to their particular vibratory status. That is, the souls of 4th density beings will find themselves either back on the old earth by their choice or in line for new earth participation. Third density souls will find themselves on another third density planet somewhere else in the universe, where they'll have the opportunity to reincarnate back into the cycle to find karmic balance. 6 of the visible light spectrum colors, that is red, orange, blue, green, blue, and indigo, which relate to the first 6 earths as spoken of by Ra, are all about the journey the old earth has taken through the 1st to the 4th density levels, which brings us to the current time frame of the impending harvest and ascension, and approach to the 5th density. The final Earth of the 7 mentioned by Ra is the violet ray color, which is the new Earth in the 5th density vibration frequency. So we are close to the finish line. We await only the phenomenon of the harvest and ascension to the 4th density proper. After that, there is an undetermined amount of time for the realization of the new Earth. We can speculate, but judging by current Earth-changing events, harvest and ascension cannot be that far away. But now I want to focus on the practical application of consciousness toward realizing the new Earth. So far I've alluded only to the positional framework of the concept as we understand it from the law of one perspective. It may appear the appearance of the 5th density reality comes merely as a matter of course over a given time period as vibration frequency increases due to the solar system's progress through the more energetic areas of the universe. The old Earth's progress is indeed due to the significant occurrence because it is still within the illusory projective part of the universe. The universe we can see at night with the naked eye. The universe that has the billions of stars and planets visible to our earthly telescopes. However, to enter the 5th density reality, we will need to progress beyond the illusion and into the invisible dimension structure that lies beyond the visible illusion of the 3rd to 4th density vibration, where the new Earth is to be realized in terms of our personal co-creative ability with Source. What I allude to here is the part that humanity must play while still within the illusory projection, the very necessary part of focusing attentions on the new Earth attributes as we understand them. These attributes have been channeled and gleaned by many of the entities that have surfaced on the planet to contribute toward the coming changes and to aid humanity in its final transition, which is imminent at this current nexus of densities. What does this mean? What are we as fractals supposed to do in order to make the new Earth a cogent reality? It means fractals that have personally increased their vibrational frequency through forms of meditation, plus the desire for knowledge and growth, will need to actively focus their thoughts on the new Earth attributes. This in turn is a form of reality co-creation. And as the collective co-creation activity increases, so does the new Earth reality begin to form within the conscious minds of those co-creators. A few of these new Earth attributes allude to the total peace of new Earth denizens due to the absence of the 3rd density propensity towards war, murder, theft and deception, evils that were so infused through the 3rd density earthly living. There'll be the added value of collective connectedness and a freedom of thought which will always favour what is best for all. These are but a few examples of the new Earth thought reality. There will be a transitional experience when the change from the 4th density to the 5th is fully realized by its co-creators. And those who chose to enter the new Earth's reality will do so, while those who chose to remain on the old Earth timeline by their choice will find themselves back on Gaia's surface, and the remaining 3rd density souls are translated to another 3rd density planet, as previously discussed. Gaia will only merge with the 5th density new Earth when all this has come to pass. Those 4th density entities that chose to return to the old Earth will aid the many remaining souls to acclimate to their specific vibrational destinations. When this has been accomplished, these helpers will be translated to the new Earth reality. I know this is a lot to swallow for those who are dipping their toes into consciousness evolution and universal theology, but please do not be discouraged if this doesn't make sense in the beginning. Remember that the new Earth will become a reality for all who place their focus and belief on who they really are. Spiritual beings who are having a human experience, the Creator that is experiencing its creation through its many fractals, who together co-create this ultimate reality on the ascending path toward the 8th density of our eternal heritage. Well, that's all we have time for on this expose of life in the spiritual conscious fast lane. But before we go, please remember to hit the subscribe button below. And should you like to make a comment, you can go to the website listed below and use the comments section, where there is a fillable form that can be utilized for that purpose. Thank you for watching my channel. Be sure to catch up with the latest material on the next viewing of Spiritually Conscious Soul 101.